I dedicate this song to everyone who touched my life. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, past, present, or the future, in so many ways you help shape and make me. I just want to say that I'm ever so grateful, and I want to say thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for all the good times. Thank you for all the bad. Thank you for all the times we shared and the times we never had. Thank you for all the moments that you made me feel so good. And most of all, thank you for being you.
Right, baby, this is Dimax doing what it is that I do each and every week just for you. We are taping the projects, baby. All right, we're going to do a party train going to Coney Island. We're going to be in Eastchester Gardens. We at the OZ with the Dimax Diva Wear. We got Carl T. Smith. We got a whole line of artists, everybody coming up for you. We're looking for people to join the movement. So if you got a band, you sing, you got any kind of talent, you dance, you want to be on the show, come on and let us help you get to the next level. At least you'll sing, that's for sure. We can't promise that you're going to be a star, but you're going to be the star that you are, baby. This is Dimax Production. Dimax Divas, plus size and sexy. It's on your vision. The projects, talent search, underground 111, doing our thing, baby. 2013, we still striving to take it to the next level, and we need you. So join the movement, baby. Get with it. You're gonna see more of me right here in the screen. This is Dimax in the projects, underground 111 Dimax Production, something and out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Ciao, Bella.
In the projects. Hey, what's up?
Underground 111, the projects. This is Carl T. Smith, right? He came to visit us today. It's a beautiful day out here. You know, you might hear a little wind blowing, you know, unexpected
But ain't
things
so
that
beautiful,
do
that's
go
all
on.
right.
It's still gonna be good. So, Mr. Carl T. Smith, what do you got to tell us today? What's going on with you?
Basically, I'm working on recording, have released my new album.
Got a lot to give, and it's a lot of people that wish that they could have done some of the things that you've done, like tour with New Edition back in the day. Like, that's big. You don't think so?
Well, that's big. That's big. You know, yes, I toured with New Edition. I played with Bobby Brown. Did a lot of other acts and studio work with a lot of artists that was coming up at that, you know, at that time. And they continue doing it with a lot of other artists that's been working on their careers.
So that's what I'm saying. So how long have you been doing it? Because I want people out there to listen to Carl T. Smith who knows something about the industry. Because people need to understand how this thing really works. Everybody think they make a little song and I'm going to be a star tomorrow. Like, is that how it works, Carl?
No, not even close. Not even close. No. But I've been doing this for about 40 years.
Wow.
And no, it doesn't work that way. You have to work at it. You have to invest in your career, your product, or whatever that is that you're trying to do.
And by investing, what does that mean? Just keep going to the studio making songs and never perform them anywhere? Because that's what a lot of artists do. Sorry, that is what you'll do.
Unfortunately, that's not going to get you anywhere. That's not going to do anything. What you really need to do is you need to network with other artists. You need to be a little more creative. You have to get out there and do a lot of stuff yourself. You know, get with a couple of artists, work together, put on your own shows. You have to generate a fan base. Without a fan base, you can't ask for anything. And those people who come out thinking that I should get paid all the time for doing something. You only get paid when it's worth something to somebody else. So with no fans, if you can't bring people to your event or to an event, then you can't ask for money, I think.
Ooh, did you hear that? Because, you know, we get a lot of that. It's like a lot of opportunities to showcase yourself. And people is always like, well, am I getting paid? We know your time is valuable. But right now, you not on that level yet. Like, you gonna get there. Like, when you was doing what you was doing with New Edition back in the day, what was that like? I mean, because you saw them when they was, you know, before they was who we know them to be today. So how was that? Did they have to go to rehearsals all the time? You know, did people get in trouble because they didn't show up? Like what happened?
Well, all of that, and some. Let me tell you, that and some, a whole lot of that. But during the time of that working that time, it also kind of helped me understand what the music business is about. The glamour and the glitter and all that other stuff is just kind of not the real thing of what it's about. It's about business. It's about selling something. It's about promoting something. It's about generating an interest, and then at the end of all of that, you can make some money. In the beginning, we would go to my first gig with them, because I started when they did Candy Girl. And our first gig with them was at the Providence, Rhode Island Center with Rick James, the SOS Band, Stone City Band, and Mary Jane Girls. And we pulled up, it was like 17 of us. We pulled up in a van with the equipment and all of us in the van while everybody else had tour buses. What made them popular is because they had people who came to see them. Fans came to see them because at the time the Candy Girl thing was big. Without the audience coming to see them, without the people coming to see them, they wouldn't have been worth anything. Yeah, I don't even think we got paid for that. You know, it takes a lot of sacrificing, a lot of effort, a lot of trial and error to try to get something going. Let me tell you that.
So what you're doing today with all that experience, what are you finding that's happening? Like, what do you want to do with your label? Because what is your label called? Pleiades? Pleiades, you have a label, you got some artists that signed, that have released some songs. How can you transition them into what you experienced with New Edition to make the artists that you have be elevated to that next level? Because that's what we all want to do, go to that next level.
Well, it's actually easy. It's not really that hard. The hardest part is getting cooperation and getting people to do the stuff they need to do. Like, for instance, if you have a artist that won't promote themselves, they won't bring anybody to the event, they just talking about they should be paid and stuff like that. Well, it's never going to happen, because the reason why you're getting paid is because you're bringing people to an event. If you're not bringing anybody to the event, you're not going to get paid. So the first thing that I'm working on trying to get the artists to understand is we have to pull together and create an audience that know you, your craft, or whatever. And if, let's say, 5 of us get together and all bring 10 people, that's 50 people. And hopefully some of my people would like what you do and some of your people don't like what I do. And the next time we do the event, they may tell other people, so instead of just being 50, it'll be 75.
And when is the next event that you're going to have?
Our next event is going to be October 12th. We're doing it at the Rafael Hernandez Auditorium over on Tiffany Street. That's 997 Tiffany Street, Bronx, New York, 10459. And the show's going to start at 7 o'clock. All independent artists. On the show is going to be Lord OBG, Miss Irene, and Marky 3, and Little Legend. at the moment. That's what's going to be on the show there, and it's going to be a good show.
All right, so with that being said, are you still looking for artists? Or are you just trying to stay with what you have at the moment?
I'm always looking for artists. we're still looking for artists. I have a lot of other dates that we already have set up. Looking, for artists to come to on those dates and anything like that. We're always looking for artists, looking to work with artists, looking to do, all independent artists. We have a independent artist radio station playing, streams only independent artists, 24 hours, 24/7.
And if somebody wants to be on the radio show, how would they submit their MP3s or whatever to you?
Well, to submit your MP3s, all you have to do is email it to tsoradio1@AOL.com. That's tsoradio1@AOL.com. On the October 12th show, if you are interested in coming to the show, Dimax has some complimentary tickets. If you go to ctstickets.eventbrite.com and you put in Dimax for your Dimax Productions for your promotional code, Dimax hooked you up. Once again, ctstickets.eventbrite.com. For the promotional code, you put in Dimax Production. Dimax hooked you up. Right up. All right? Now, tickets are limited, so get there quick.
So if people are interested in, coming to see what you do and maybe want to join something that you're doing, can they come to this event after, you finish putting on a show and talk to you and discuss everything?
Absolutely. I absolutely, you can definitely come talk to me then. You can send me an email at ctsprod, which is short for productions, at excite.com. Or you can catch me on Facebook. Go to Carl T. Smith Live on Facebook. Keep in contact with me.
That's a like page.
That's a like page. Or you can go to Carl T. Smith or do smooth1.com. Smooth1.com is the website, and everything is connected on there.
All right, so what do you think of the industry right now? Of course, you got, I don't know if y'all can hear it, hopefully I got the right balance going on, but we got the smooth one playing in the background. He's still making those love songs, that make you wanna, All right, so what do you think of the music industry today compared to when you was really touring and doing all that stuff in those major leagues?
Well, the music industry, of course, is different. I mean, everything evolves into something. Like you have to be a little more creative. You have to, look at stuff a little differently. Back in the day, if you had a record or something, you wouldn't be in the neighborhood or anything like that.
What you mean you wouldn't be in the neighborhood?
Most artists back then would make a couple of dollars and then get an advancement from the company and go to Hollywood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go to Hollywood. Now your artist or your artist that's doing stuff lives right next door to you. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it a little harder to get that star thing, but it's really not about being a star. It's about making a living. So if you kind of focus on the right thing, then you could do really well. But the industry today is different. It's a little. Back in the day, they only wanted one group. If there was one Commodores, no other company wanted a Commodore. Today.
What you mean? What do you mean? You mean like, if it was the Commodores, you would just sign to this person, and then you can't go on by yourself and be a Commodore separately, or?
I'm saying with the sound of the music or the type of group that you had. In other words, the groups had more identity.
Oh.
The second that you
You sound like them. They don't want
They
you.
didn't want you. You know, the second you sound like them, look like them, act like them, be them, they didn't want you. These days, you know, if a person's sound or whatever makes it, then everybody wants one and everybody creates one and they put them out. They make their own whatever, and a lot of times it's hard to tell the difference between the two.
Copycats.
Well, I didn't say that. You're a dynamic.
Copycats, we know that, you know. Right, well, what we call it today is the haters that's always watching, trying to be you. That's really what we say. And, you know, you really got to try to be flattered by that, but it's kind of difficult sometimes because they really try to put you out the game. And you taught them, so we know it's something like a Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj. Like, she really watched her and she got her little science, but she is not Lil' Kim, because Lil' Kim got a different flavor. But now it's like, oh, well, we can't use Lil' Kim. Like, that's the crazy part of that, what you just said. And yeah, I said it.
She said it. No, but you know, the unfortunate thing is, that's another new thing that started or came about as time went on was, you know, the competition thing. You know, there's enough room for everybody. There's enough room for everything. Everybody likes something, some other kind of music or your flavor on that, your spin on that. So there's no need to feud about it. But on the other hand, you know, you can't be angry if someone takes something and take something, right? Mold it a little differently, or they just package it a little differently, and then come out with it, and they're a little more successful with it.
That's painful.
Well, yeah, it could be a little painful, yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? This music game is a serious business, and people need to be about their business. And you got to be seen, you got to be heard, you got to go to things. You got to get a song that you can ride home. And that's the part I see that people don't do. Like, if you lucky enough to have like 5, 7, 8, 10 songs that everybody love, well, that's good, because you're going to be going a long time. But people keep creating these songs, and you don't stick to one song to make sure that song stick where everybody start calling your name. You just keep, I'm going to make another mic, I'm going to make another. Slow down. Get one record, ride that record, let people start calling you home and say, where is he? Get him on the radio. Do something. That's what I see. So am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all. You're not wrong at all. I mean, you just gotta stay with something. You gotta believe in it, and you gotta follow it through. Most hits aren't songs that people like. They're just the songs that people are brainwashed to listen to. You know, there's very few songs that they'll come out and they'll go, that's a hit. The reason why it's a hit is because somebody or a crowd of people like that person's sound, and they relate to that sound.
It's the repetition. Say like the radio. When the radio starts playing certain songs, you might not like it, but they keep playing it and playing it and playing it until finally you start singing it. You're like, I don't even like this song. Why am I singing it? So I'm saying it's the same concept when you who are independent artists, you make a song, you keep go take it somewhere. You know, just keep on doing it till people be like, yeah. I can say like Will Trax. He said, let me see your footwork. And I remember he just kept on riding with it. And now it made it to the radio. And clubs be playing it. Let me see your footwork. You know, so I know a lot of artists did the same thing. But I could just see that because I remember when he started. And it's like, wow, he wrote it home.
Yeah, that's very true. You got to stick with something. You can't jump off the train and then jump on the next one and then, you know, expect to get anywhere, which is one of the problems with the artists today. You know, the artists, they latch onto something that you're doing right now, and then they abandon it, and then if you continue and something comes of it, now they're upset because you ain't putting them on. You know, they and they want to come when everything is working. Everybody wants it when it's good. But when you're working, when you're digging in the trenches and stuff like that, and those are the people that you should keep. Those trench.
That ride or die, as we call it.
Ride or die. Yeah, that's right. Ride or cry when we make it. That's what it is.
And if we cry when we ain't making it, we keep on riding. That's it.
Keep on riding, crying, and make it so that those who left you will be crying that they left because you made it.
I agree. Like, this is Dimax production. I'm a one-person army. That's it. There's nobody else but me. And then, you know, I probably need help. I need some people, but who can you trust? This game is just so crazy. You get people around you, then they just sabotage or they want to be you. You know what I always think of? Ed McMahon and Johnny Carson. Ed McMahon became a great man, and he was with Johnny Carson, who was the head. He never forgot who's the head when he was with Johnny Carson, and he kept on rising. People need to stop getting with people and wanting to be the boss. You can always have creative ideas, creative input, but it is a teamwork and team effort. And that's what's lacking. So that's why Dimax stays solo. I do collaborations, I can't do no more partnerships.
I gotta tell you, Dimax is the light crew, the sound crew. She's a janitor, she's the warden, she's the principal, she's just this interview alone. She was the technician, the engineer, I don't know, you know. But you know, you do need help, and the thing is that, you know, with a good team, you can go really, really far, you know. And with a bad team, you know, it can just destroy everything that you have.
And mess up your name when your name is out in the lead. It'll mess up your name.
Mess up your name, mess up everything you had, your effort, your progress, you know, your head, your everything. They mess up everything. They mess up everything.
Your money.
Oh, forget about the money. I got stories for you about how many times and how many ways people have messed up my situation, you know, but I cried and I keep on going and I keep on going and I keep on crying and I'm just too dumb to quit.
Nah, that's what a winner does. Winners don't quit, because you can't win if you already lost by not continuing. So you just got to suck it up, put the little Band-Aid on, wait till it heals, and keep it moving. Wow, well, you know what? It is a good day out here. This is a good thing. This is Carl T. Smith. Tell us about some of this here music. Tell us about that we're listening to. What inspires you to be smooth? Like, do you make real fast beats and you never got into hip-hop? Why do you want to be smooth?
Well, no, I make all type of music, all kind of beats, all kind of arrangements. I have hip-hop tracks, I have all type of tracks, but that's just my entity, my thing, my style, you know. I mean, I like being smooth, I like the ladies. I like the ladies, you know, and I like being smooth, and I like that type of music, and that's just my preference and who I am and my personality. Being a co-host to a show that was on WHCR called The Love Zone, that's how I got the name, The Smooth One.
Because, you know,
Working the sound.
We out in the sun. We out in the air, so the sun is moving. So, you know, Carl is really bright and shiny right now. From here, and I'm still in the shade, so I'm trying to balance this out a little bit. All right, now we're back.
All right. After that commercial break, now we're back. All right, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, yeah, well, I mean, basically, I mean, that's just the type of music that I like to do, you know. And I have an audience that likes, you know, that type of music and that stuff from me. I mean, I do other stuff. I do, you know, I do produce hip-hop tracks and rock tracks and all kinds of different kind of tracks, but and I've tried doing other type of music, but it's not as accepted
By your audience.
by my audience as the R&B smooth stuff, you know, full production track stuff. So that is the only reason why that I have that for myself. A lot of these songs are old. A lot of these songs are old. Like you were saying earlier, you know, you need to stick with something. So I've stuck with a lot of these songs, you know, made it some new songs, but a lot of the songs, some of the songs are songs that I've redone, you know, people were familiar with, redone them, hooked them up again, and spruced them up a little bit. Here we are.
All right, well, I'm enjoying this here relaxing music. This is something that you can relax. Somebody wants this here music right here from Mr. Carl T. Smith. You can go to his website, right? What is it, carltsmith.com?
No, actually, if you just put in smooth1.com, it'll take you to my webpage, and I tried to make it easy. smooth1.com.
Are you on like Reverb Nation and all that stuff?
I'm on Reverb Nation. I'm on YouTube. I'm all over. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, all of that stuff like that. But you know, to make it easy, smooth1.com will take you everywhere. But if you go on Facebook, it's Carl T. Smith Live or Carl T. Smith. A whole bunch of stuff will come up. If you go on Twitter, is CT Smooth 1. So anywhere else you'll see it will be CT Smooth 1. Smooth, the number 1.
You said that you was working with some guys. What are you coming with, a new group or something? Like, are you going to be like a trio, or what are you doing? I'm being nosy. This is exclusive news right here.
I am sort of like being like the Blues Brothers. I'm rebuilding my band, getting my background singers and all of that other stuff, because I'm going to start coming at you live. I'm going to start coming, you know, my performances, actually October 12th, if everything goes right, I will have my band, some of my background singers, lights, sound, the whole thing. I want to bring the experience that I've experienced playing with New Edition and Bobby Brown and all the other groups to my shows. I want to incorporate all the stuff that I know, learned, and help other artists do, and I'm just going to bring it all to one thing, my show now. So we're working on, and I'm also, you know, looking for other bands and other stuff, and hopefully we'll be touring the States at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Well, y'all make sure you keep that date, October 12th. October 12th in mind.
997 Tiffany Street. That's right off between 163rd Street and Westchester Avenue. That's Bronx, the number 2 train to Interville or Simpson. I think the number 4 bus go over there.
This is Dimax, baby. Dimax Production. Carl T. Smith in the house. You know what? When you get this band together, we're going to hopefully get to bring that to you as well. So, you know, I'm going to be at the show. So if you want to come and check Dimax out, come out on October 12th and see me also at his event.
So come on out, come see Dimax, come get an autograph and everything like that. Take a picture and all. You know, a lot of the shows that we have is family oriented. You know, I mean, we do all types of shows, but a lot of these shows I want to make sure that everybody. You can bring your kids. It's an auditorium. Come on out, come get Dimax autograph. Come take pictures with Dimax. I'm gonna give you a couple of pictures too. And
That's
enjoy
right.
yourself.
So you could be on TV too.
That's right.
That's right.
There it is.
All right, baby. Thanks for watching. This is Dimax signing off right now. We will see you real soon. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Ciao, bella.